Order of operations, PEMDAS or BODMAS, a semi-true history of order of operations. So a long time ago, before numbers, we used to do math with just words. 4 and 3 less than 10. Easy, but is that 4 and 3 less than 10, or 4 and 3 less than 10? Are those the same? That's confusing. Let's use numbers and symbols instead of words. Less confusing. Okay, well, let's look at this one. This is easy. 14 minus 6 plus 3. So is that 14 minus 6 plus 3? Do we do the plus first? 6 plus 3 is 9. And then 14 minus 9 is 5. Or do we do 14 minus 6 first, which is 8, and then plus the 3, which is 11? Is the answer 5 or 11? This is still confusing. Because addition and subtraction are the same, but opposite, meaning inverse, we will do them at the same time from left to right. Okay, so the 11 was correct. We'll do them from left to right. Now, what about multiplication and division? They are inverse operations too, right? We should do them at the same time, but from left to right as well, but before or after addition and subtraction. Well, 3 plus 3 is 6, and 3 times 3, well, that's really saying 3 3's added together. 3 multiplied by 3 really means add 3 3's together. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. Multiplication is more powerful. Because multiplication is repeated addition and more powerful than addition, we should do it before addition. Yes, multiplication and division will be done before addition and subtraction and be done from left to right. Because, let's test that out. 30 divided by 3 times 2. So do we do the division first? 30 divided by 3 is 10, and then we multiply the 10 by 2 to get 20. Or do we do the multiplication first? 3 times 2 is 6, and then 30 divided by 6 is 5. They're not the same. So we're going to do it from left to right. Wait, is there anything more powerful than multiplication? Like repeated multiplication? Good question. Exponents, also known as indices or powers, or sometimes they're called other names. 3 to the power of 3 is really 3 3's times together. So it's really 3 times 3 times 3. And remember, 3 times 3 is really 3 3's added together. So this is the same thing as 3 times 3 plus 3 plus 3. And if we times each of those 3's by a 3, that becomes 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3. And remember, 3 times 3 was really 3 3's added together. So this becomes 3 plus 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 3. 9 3's added together, which is equal to 27. So exponents are much more powerful than multiplication and addition. Because exponents are repeated multiplication and more powerful than multiplication, we should do it before multiplication. Correct. So let's review. Exponents are the most powerful. Do them first. Good. Then is multiplication and division. Do them second, left to right. Good. Finally is addition and subtraction. Do them last, left to right. Okay. Correct. But what if you want to do them out of order? Well, if you want to do them out of order, then we use grouping symbols. Things like parentheses to group operations and numbers together, or brackets. Those are grouping symbols. Or braces. Those are also grouping symbols. Are there any other grouping symbols? Well, we do have to remember that when we do a fraction, the numerator is grouped together, and in the bottom, the denominator is grouped together. So we want to do numerators and denominators separately and then combine them. For example, here's a fraction, 10 plus 8 over 7 minus 1. So we're going to pick numerator or denominator and do that first. So the 10 plus 8 is really 18. And then the 7 minus 1 is really 6. And now we can do 18 divided by 6 is 3. So our order of operations looks like this. First is parentheses or other grouping symbols. Second is exponents or orders or powers or indices or whatever they're called. Then we do multiplication and division at the same time from left to right. And finally we do addition and subtraction at the same time from left to right. What if you have multiple grouping symbols? Okay, if you do have multiple grouping symbols, like symbols inside symbols, you start with the innermost one first and work your way outwards. But let's try a few for practice. So 2 plus 1, parentheses, raised to the power of 2, divided by 3, plus 4, minus 1, times 5. So first we do parentheses. Inside parentheses is 2 plus 1, that becomes 3. Now we have an exponent, so we have 3 to the power of 2, that's really 3 times 3, so that's 9. And now we have multiplication and division, but which one do we do first? We start at the left, so the first one we see is the division. 9 divided by 3, that's 3. Now we have to do the multiplication, that's 1 times 5, which is 5. Now we have only addition and subtraction, and we do those left to right. So 3 plus 4 is 7, and then 7 minus 5 is 2. And that's our answer. Let's try some more. Here's 4 different problems, each with some parentheses and exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, but follow the rules in order. Do the grouping symbols first, then the exponents, then multiplication and division left to right, then addition, subtraction left to right, and see if you get the right answer. Pause the video, give it a try, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, let's take a look. Each one has the step-by-step answer. So look at step 1. It's usually parentheses if there's parentheses. So you do what's in the parentheses, then you look for exponents, and you do any exponents. Then you look for multiplication and division, and you do those left to right. And then you look for addition, subtraction, you do those left to right. I hope this was helpful. We'll have more videos with more problems. Thank you.